In this video, we will talk about three concepts. Number one, what wealth consciousness is and why is it important to develop it. Number two, the relationship of leadership and wealth. And number three, some of the strategies to achieve or to experience wealth consciousness, which is step number one to live in the abundance of How this can we world. Experience the infinite wealth of this universe? I am connected with a lot of people who truly believe and experience and demonstrate the abundance that we are heading towards every single day when we open up to the wealth consciousness. And consciousness is that ability to experience a reality. So let me ask you this question. Have you seen people who in your eyes could have a lot of money in the world, and yet I could assure you that they do not have what is called wealth consciousness? Because there is fear, there is anxiety, there is worry, there is resentment. There are many types of internal conflicts that unless we clear those, how could we feel wealthy? It's not coincidence that the word wealthy comes from the word well-being. And in this essence, in this context, we defined wealth as number one, the ability to enjoy, to learn, to grow, to advance, to experience, to be joyful, to feel the happiness that comes even when circumstances might not be what some people see as negatives. But it doesn't matter, because our circumstances do not have to determine our well-being, our state of wealth consciousness. And hopefully, and I trust that you will embrace what having the wealth consciousness do in our lives. Let's begin with wealth consciousness. Wealth consciousness is the certainty that we were given by our Creator tools and faculties to access the infinite possibilities, the infinite ideas, the infinite solutions that are in this universe. We all know that the universe is unlimited, and we are part of that universe. And so let's figure out what are the tools and what are the faculties that we could use to create something that we focus on, that we pay attention, that we imagined, and that we desire with no doubt in our heart. This we can do. And if you look around, what you have are those things that you have. Number one, imagine. Number two, desire. Number three, focus on. And number four, without even realizing, are your strongest thoughts every single day, and perhaps even spoken into existence. And I know that this concept is sometimes revolting to some of us at the beginning, because taking responsibility for the things that we have responsibility for, which are our words, our thoughts, and our feelings, is a complete shift. It's a 180-degree shift of our paradigm, of perhaps even our conditioning, perhaps even the things that we were taught. And so once we take into consideration, number one, that we are responsible for what we create, and number two, that we were given tools and faculties to access that invisible world that exists, where everything comes from. If you look at the table where you eat, that was first created by someone's mind, someone's image of it. If you are looking at the computer, at the laptop that you are using, that was first envisioned by someone who had access to that infinite field with thoughts, with words, with feelings, and perhaps even started creating a plan. But it began with those tools and those faculties of attention, focus, imagination, perception, concentration, those faculties that were given to each of us, and no one is different from the other. This is something that I like to bring. A concept that we like to stress is that it's not the environment what makes the difference, is not our genetics, is not the family that we come from, because all of us have seen people that probably have less faculties that, or less abilities that we think we have, and have created their lives, the lives that they envision. And that's what I call wealth consciousness. Is, remember I said before, consciousness is the ability to experience the reality that we desire. Again, consciousness is the ability to experience the reality that we desire, whatever that reality might be.